Please. Please, Swam. Please, Swam. Please. Hello. Am I back? Hello. It crashed. Although I'm impressed. I've never made it to like 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like, that's a long time. So, I guess that's a sign then. I'll shade Clown Witch here so she can be done. But I'll leave the last 4 for another day. So we're gonna shade Clown Witch, get her all pretty and done, and then we'll come back to these another day then. So I am impressed though. I don't even think it was actually like Mob Crush that even crashed. I think it was because my internet blepped out of existence for a moment. Because like for a split second I just did not have Wi-Fi, so it's fine. We're gonna finish. If you have any like burning questions, I'd ask them now before it's over. Let's make this a little bit warmer. That's better. Ooh, all right. It's fine. I'm impressed though. I think it's because I've cleared some storage out recently too, so maybe that's helping. Spiders. How do I feel about life? I mean, it's going pretty alright right now. Life ain't too shitty right now. Do you have any advice for selling adoptables? Groups are your best friend, to be honest, when it comes to starting out doing adoptables. I'd also the reality of adoptables is that typically don't shoot too far. Don't get too like caught up in the fact that like some people can sell adoptables for like a lot of money, because the reason why they can do that is because they either already have a large following or they've built a large following, like built a dedicated following for their adoptables, you know? So keep it reasonable. Don't like get too carried away with pricing, or they're never going to sell. I mean, if you feel that they're worth that much, then sell it. Just don't be surprised if they're a little harder to sell. You know what I mean? There's also just the fact that there's like adoptables are kind of like in any kind of market. There's some stuff that sells better than other things. Like I would say, in general, female adoptables tend to sell better than like male adoptables, for example. And that's something that you're only going to know if you like really like look at what's selling and what's not, look at what's more in demand and what's more not. I'd also say that like the reality is, and this is sucks because it's just kind of that double-edged sword, you want to make designs that you yourself would buy. Yes, it's going to make it harder for you to like part with them, and it's going to make you want to keep them more. But the reality is that if you wouldn't buy that design, you can't expect other people to, and chances are other people won't really care to. So don't make a design, like don't sell a design if you genuinely like wouldn't buy that design, you know what I mean? If you don't like it, don't expect other people to. And then like I said, groups are always really a valuable place to submit adopts when you're like first starting out with them. I'd also actually recommend, if you're just starting to do adopts, like if these are your first couple and you don't have like a following who like follows you for adoptables or anything like that, I would steer clear, or at least be very cautious when making auctions, because auctions always look really, really tempting, but trust me, you're gonna be a little bit disappointed if you do an auction and nobody like knows who you are, because you're not gonna get as much traction as you want. So I'd recommend going with either a set price at first, or going with a offer to adopt, because that actually can usually be a very good way to like price gauge, like figure out what like how much people might be willing to sell. But again, just be prepared. Some people don't really know how much things are worth. And then I would just say, on top of that, just have fun, have fun with it. Make designs you like, make designs that, and just sometimes be patient. Sometimes they're not going to sell right away, you know what I mean? So sometimes be patient. You might never know. In a couple months, somebody might show back and say, hey, that adopt from like 3 months ago? Can I have that? So, always prepare for it. And I'd also say, part of the reason I say that is because I did used to know somebody who, or I didn't know them personally, but who would like sell their adoptables, like sell designs that like I'd look at them and I'm like, that looks like about a like 15, maybe $20 design, and they'd be trying to sell them for like $30-$40, and it'd be just kind of, and then they'd complain because they're like, why aren't people buying my designs? It's like, well, because you're not really a very well-known creator, and you're selling very, very simple looking designs for pretty high prices, in terms of what the design like is in terms of complexity and stuff. So, but it's like any other market. There's just some things to look at and some things to analyze if you really want to do well in it and stuff like that. So anyway, look at that. We have 2 adopts that are done. We have our bird witch and our cotton candy clown witch. We got 4 more to go, but since the program already crashed, I think that's a sign for me to leave. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video, or next stream. I might try to stream these again tomorrow. I might also try to do a character review stream tomorrow. We'll just see what happens at this point. And I will see you in the next one, whatever it may be. Zodiac out.